what does all of this competition mean for the region? Well, joining us now is Anthony Mveyange, the Executive Director of the Partnership for African Social and Governance Research. Thank you so much for joining us. So what is driving the competition in this line of business?
Thank you. I think two key reasons. One is the economic reasons. And I think I can articulate three key points here. One is the projected increase in containers demand, which, as articulated in the World Bank study of 2018, that could be the driver. Another one is the existing capacity gaps. As you rightly alluded to, countries are looking to increase capacity, to reduce transport costs, to avoid congestions and delays. And the third point is execution of what I call complementary trade and industrial policies. And I can talk about it, for example, Port of Bagamoyo, where they're focusing on also having special economic zones and industrial parks. And the other reason is the political reasons. Politically, we see, for example, the Port of Lamu, it means to connect Kenya with Ethiopia and South Sudan. And whereas, for example, for Tanzania, Tanga Port is, for example, also meant to connect Tanzania and Uganda through the oil project that they have.
So, Anthony, all of these infrastructural developments is indeed a big deal, but then is this actually translating to the region becoming more competitive with these added ports infrastructure?
The answer is yes and no. If done right, yes, it will actually improve to making the region more competitive because of eventually, if done right, we expect to see competitive prices for stakeholders in the field. We also expect to see improved services. We also expect to see increased customer choices. However, not every port is meant to be a hub. So even these ports, despite all this competition, they have also natural restrictions to how far they can go to becoming a hub that is actually offering competitiveness, improved services, and also customer choices.
How do we make sure that our communities are benefiting out of these developments?
So first, let me talk about the special economic zones and the industrial park, which is attached to most of these ports. For example, Port of Mombasa, they're developing one, and Dongokundu. In Bagamoyo, they're also seeing the same. So these special economic zones and industrial parks can actually be attributed to so many benefits to the locals, regional value chains, export capabilities of locals, and also creation of employment. There are also a welfare implication of these ports in terms of competitive prices. If prices are lower, that means final consumers are likely to get lower prices, and that can have positive welfare impacts. We also should expect to see landlocked countries like Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi to also be able to have different sources from which they can actually import goods and services into their countries. And finally, the backward and forward linkages into how ports are operated. You know, there is a potential for locals to get capacity built, their skills enhanced, and be able to operate the ports. And also, of course, as I say, employment creation.
Thank you, Anthony, for your insights. And now we've scanned the whole internet so you don't have to. Here's a summary in too long, didn't read.